Are we doing the midnight screening, are we?
Oh, I'll be at the midnight screening. I don't know about you, but I've got tickets. So yes, absolutely, we're doing the midnight screening.
Okay.
Welcome back to No Bad Seats, the Regent Cinemas podcast with myself, Luke, and
Sam. I am Sam.
you are.
Sam.
And this week we watched Mortal Kombat II.
We did.
Have you seen the first one in a while?
Not in a while.
Oh.
It's been a while since I watched it because it came out around COVID time, I believe.
Yeah, 2021.
Yeah. Haven't watched it in a while. Did like it. I liked it a lot. So I was pretty excited for this. I didn't realize it was out this week, and when you messaged me and said, "Oh, we're watching Mortal Kombat," I was like, "Yes."
Yes. I have a very good memory of Mortal Kombat. It must have come out 5 years ago. The reason I know this is because on my honeymoon, I was like, I want to go to the movies. And I walked across the road to the cinema there, and my wife was like, I'll go shopping. Happy days. And I went and watched Mortal Kombat.
You were just on
honeymoon.
top of the world.
Yeah, I know, living the dream. I was like, I don't really want to go shopping. She's like, I do. I'm like, well, I want to go see Mortal Kombat. So you've got 2 hours.
Yeah.
And yeah, there you go. It's been a while, but
The first one was a lot of fun too.
Yeah.
I think the noticeable standout in number one was Josh Lawson as Kano.
I remember walking out of Mortal Kombat and going, oh, Kano is just so great and so Aussie. And
I had so many of my friends that quite often go to the movies as well, and they message me and they're like, "Oh my God, Kano is the best thing ever! Like they really lent into it.
You know,
it's perfect."
it is funny how you think about representation in film, and that's not something that we usually have to worry about as white guys.
Yeah.
But
Aussie white
when
guys?
you see Australians getting to be Australian in films,
Yes.
it always just makes it better for me.
And proper full blown
like he's
going off like a
bogan
frog in a
as-
sock, mate.
Yeah,
It's just
they haven't had to try and dumb it down so people understand. It's like, no, that's just
we're gonna confuse the hell out of you with Australian slang.
exactly. And they didn't pull it back in this one either, which made me
did
very
not.
happy.
Yeah.
Let's talk some movie news though. Let's talk. I just want to talk about a couple of things quickly. We've had Super Mario still doing really well. Mario Brothers Galaxy. It's about to hit $1 billion. Do we think it's going to hit the 1.3?
Was that the first one?
Yeah.
I don't know if it
I
reaches the
don't see-
1.3. No, I think cross $1 billion.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah. I
close
think it's
enough.
at 970 or something.
Yeah, it'll cross that. I don't see it hitting the 1.3.
No, I agree.
Um,
Still.
which is surprising, but
Yeah,
I thought this was going to come in real, and it's gone really strong.
Yeah. I don't know why it.
I wonder
what
if
it
the
was.
we watched the first one again the other day for the 400th time.
Yep.
My kids put it on again, and I was watching it a little bit, and I was like, Galaxy's great. It just doesn't hit the same as this one. The first one feels like there's so many different parts in
I
it that
need
I'm
to
like,
see it more because I
Yeah.
remember, as I said, when we watched it, the first one has worked for me better in hindsight.
definitely. Yeah,
Once I've seen Galaxy 700 times, I might be going, this movie is freaking awesome.
Yeah.
The same way that I do with the first one. So I was sort of willing to give it that leeway when I watched it. But yeah, I don't know that it was.
I think the first one just crosses so many different parts of the Mario universe
Do we
that you're
think though that maybe it's a timing issue? I'm looking at it going, they had Goat, Hoppers, and Mario all come out at the same time. Now,
Goat as well. I'm about 3/4 of the way through. Started watching it with the kids the other day. Got hooked. So good.
it's really good, right?
Yeah.
How good's the animation?
Oh,
Animation's
perfect.
awesome. Fantastic.
I love that Sony Pictures style animation.
Yep.
But yeah, absolutely loving it so far. I need to finish it off. The soundtrack's really good too, which I'm sure you love.
Absolutely.
There's a lot of great hip hop in that.
Yeah, always good when that's the case. And yeah, I mean, I thought Goat was heaps of fun, but I'm looking at that and going, okay, well, Goat I think has done, I don't want to say better than what they're expecting, but they gave it 3 weeks on Mario and it's still performing during Mario was granted it was school holidays.
Yeah.
And then Hoppers came out the week before Mario, Disney Pixar pushing it. I don't think that did as well.
I feel like it slid under the radar. Really good movie, but
yeah, if I had to have guessed of the three of them, I would have thought it would have been Mario hitting Hoppers hitting and Goat third, and it's been Mario, Goat, Hoppers, I think. But regardless, we had sort of 3 of those films out. You also had Magic Faraway Tree come out, which is, the times when something like Mario, the grandparents are bringing kids for the school holidays, but for Easter. But then you've got this thing that the grandparents grew up with that they want to bring, so that's performed well. I think there's just probably been a wider spread of box office over those kids' films rather than
just like one big hit.
All in Mario.
Yeah.
Because if you take if you consider whatever Goat made, whatever Hoppers made, whatever Magic Faraway, and all that competition for those kids' movie slots, whereas I don't remember what came out against Mario, but I don't think it was 4 films when it was the first one, because that was the big focus. You look at that, and there's probably $500 million there. Now, not to say that $500 million would have come back, but that's probably been the difference, the split on options.
Yeah, 100%. But like we said, I think it has obviously done very well. It'll be interesting to see where it lands up in the end.
Yeah, and the Yoshi buckets, they probably made...
I was going to say...
They probably made $400 million in Yoshi buckets.
We're just talking about the actual box office takings, not the
the merchandise,
because it's probably far and away exceeded the first. So I don't think the first had any of those. Didn't have the Yoshi popcorn buckets.
No.
Probably had a cup or something like
that.
It was before the popcorn bucket
there wasn't,
craze.
I
feel like Dune really kicked that off. Dune 2, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, yeah.
That was the...
we've always sort of had stuff, but it's just not
the last couple of years, it's just gone... It's a whole nother business.
Everything, yeah. And it's stuff that's different, like Shao Kahn, for example. But I think that's pretty good. Now you've got some news this week.
I do. Got a couple of bits of news.
Go.
First one, Matthew Lillard has been cast in Man of Tomorrow.
Which
is quite exciting. We don't know the role yet.
Quentin Tarantino.
Pardon?
Don't tell Quentin.
Yeah.
Oh no.
That was such a weird time. Tarantino sounded like he was just off the rails, just pointing the finger at everybody.
Well, I saw a photo of James Gunn and Matthew Lillard posing together to announce it. They look the same, except James Gunn has, the Johnny Knoxville hair.
Yeah.
But
I'm happy to see him here. I like Matthew Lillard. Seems like a great dude.
Yep.
Another little bit of news was that same sort of universe. James Gunn confirmed that Matt Reeves is producing Clayface, which I think we already knew.
We did know that.
But Dynamic Duo as well, he's producing.
We've known that.
But it wasn't like confirmed.
It was confirmed.
It was
100% was confirmed.
100% was
not.
It
was confirmed.
Clayface was. Dynamic Duo wasn't confirmed.
It wasn't confirmed that Matt Reeves was involved.
Producing it.
Yes,
I'm sure it wasn't.
100%. I have known, when they announced it, this is a collaboration with Matt Reeves. 100%.
Well, it's making deadline news today.
Yeah, it was announced. It was like, unless they're like dot and T's and...
Probably.
And swipe it, cross and eyes. That was 100% announced.
Anyhow,
or when it was officially, this is in the works, Matt Reeves' name was attached. Whether they're now saying officially it's producing, but Matt Reeves has been in the conversation with
I'd say they're just officially
saying
like, hey, it's happening, it's official.
But again, he's been in the conversation for Clayface forever. It's like, if you're telling me now,
Clayface one,
if you're telling me now 2 months before 2 months before Clayface comes out, oh, Matt Reeves is involved, it's like, oh yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
I've known that.
Like I said, the Clayface one I was pretty sure of. Dynamic Duo I don't even know that much about Dynamic Duo.
Dynamic Duo is one I'm actually, of this lot, I think you may be part of the reason, and part of the reason I'm so confidently saying this to you is that of the lot of them, if I see Matt Reeves is attached, I'm going to be more enthusiastic. But Dynamic Duo is using a combination of puppetry and animation.
I do remember hearing about this.
So that, to me, had me go, cool, if you're doing stuff that's different and exploring this, I don't think, and where the whole Dynamic Duo fits is it's probably not going to be DCU because it's Jason and Dick. And obviously the two Robins, and that's the story that we're telling, which doesn't really fit with whatever James Gunn's going with, unless it does. I don't know, but it's sort of
I don't think they've
the
confirmed who we're
implication.
getting
Yeah,
for
the
Brave and the Bold
implication
yet, are we?
is that, well, Damien.
Because that's from the
From
from that comic.
the story is Brave and the Bold, and I don't think they've confirmed it, but it was like when we're doing Brave and the Bold, we're telling
I'm just so
the story
burned by
of-
all those times where they're like, oh, we're doing this story, but we're gonna change who we put
which
in
they
it.
probably will. But Brave and the Bold,
But guess what? It's Dick
version
Grayson
of
now.
Batman. It's all about
Yes.
that and Damien and it being his son.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
The League of Shadows, like all of those sorts of things that play into it. So it's like you can't really change that without actively changing everything. But like it's like the complaint that they made the Joker in Batman vs Superman kill Dick Grayson, not keeping Dick Grayson and then introducing Jason Todd and then having him kill Jason Todd like in the comics. And the reasoning behind that was it's his essentially first adopted child, and he thought that it would be more of an emotional thing that sent him on a downward spiral. Like those sorts of changes, you go, oh, okay, well, if you're not going to have time to fit,
You didn't get time to
Robins
fit any of it in
you
the end.
compress it. Now, in the end, you look at it and go, with Brave and the Bold, you sort of skip over the 4 Robins before that, or the 3 Robins before that. You
can just sort of chuck them in the back there and be
because
like,
then
hey, they
you
are
can be
here,
like,
but-
they're here. It's Red Hood. It's Nightwing. It's
Nightwing's
Red
off in
Robin.
Bloodhaven.
Bloodhaven.
Bloodhaven, that's it.
So yeah, having the ability to sort of do that is something. But yeah, dynamic duo. It's one I'm quite interested in. But
That should be good. I think staying with the DC stuff, we heard some more Wonder Woman stuff heat up again. There's been a lot.
well, I think they confirmed this morning that Adria Arjona is Maxima. Deadline reported.
Oh, have they?
Yeah, this morning that
Yeah,
it was
right,
confirmed,
okay.
and I'm like, thus confirming that the other girl who I don't know, Eva
De Concio, I can't remember her name, but
is
yes.
Wonder Woman. It's interesting though because I always get frustrated when James Gunn consistently like shuts down rumors, and he like shut down a rumor about Adria playing Maxima, but he didn't explicitly say she is not playing Maxima.
Yeah, right.
But he shut down the rumor and was like, deadline, shoddy reporting, blah, blah, blah. Made a whole big deal about it. Then it turns out she is. Notably, he hasn't said anything about the casting that's leaked about Wonder Woman, which now it's just like, okay, Donald Trump, like, just get off Twitter. Now, because he's not doing it, you're also like, because you do this so often, now that you're not, you're basically confirming it. But, you know, when we get it confirmed in however long, who knows? I mean, she's appearing in Man of Tomorrow. Is
so
what we understand.
this should be coming sometime soon. The rumors have been like wild for ages. I think we had
Crazy to me that they're having...
I saw another one this morning saying Alexandria Daddario said she wanted to be Wonder Woman again.
Okay.
Or, no, she wasn't before, but like again saying that she
another
wanted to
time
be
she
in the
said she
ring.
wanted to.
And I was like, yeah, are we not very close to confirming this? Why are you saying this now?
Yeah. It's like, you may be a little late for this one if you...
Yeah, so I don't know. We'll see what happens.
It is crazy to me that
well,
they're going so hard with so many characters and adding characters to the second film.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, the second Superman film, and they're adding Wonder Woman in, and they're making it a whole thing. They're just trying to compete with Marvel. God damn.
Maybe we should call it Dawn of Justice.
Get out of here. No. Dawn of the Justice Gang.
But apparently the initial Maxima casting thing was the whole front for it being Wonder Woman casting.
Yeah, right.
So
Well,
everyone that they were saying is in the running for Maxima was actually in the running for
Well,
Wonder
yeah, Adria's been confirmed on Deadline this morning as Maxima.
Interesting.
So, yeah.
She would have been... I didn't hate her as Wonder Woman. I didn't think she was a perfect fit as Wonder Woman.
Yeah, I just thought she was a Twitter cast, so I thought she was a shoo-in.
She's great. She leaned more towards Gal's side for me in the casting of Wonder Woman. I'm like, oh, she's a bit more like ethnic, like has that sort of accent.
Yeah.
And I was like, I kind of want to see us get away from that if we're going to go for it. Just to give us a different...
But we had Linda Carter for years.
Yeah, I know.
We've had Linda Carter since the 70s. She, like, Wonder Woman was white instead of Greek, you know.
Yes, yeah.
I mean,
I think
Adria
Adria Arjona is like I actually don't know. Spanish, Mexican, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
Not sure.
Yeah, I mean,
Sorry.
and then you've got Gal is
Israeli. Yeah.
and that doesn't
I just didn't want it to
necessarily fit with the Greek aesthetic anyway. But it's like,
I just didn't want it to feel too close to Gal's. Do you know what I mean? Like, let hers stand as it is, and let's
yeah,
do a bit of difference
but
there.
then we're still going to get. It's
It's
like
the same when they do any Superman casting. though. They use
I
the
don't.
Donna
I don't
theme.
agree. I don't agree at all. I don't like the idea that.
They're not going to make up a new score to announce a casting.
Well, to announce a casting for sure, but I think I think they'll use it still. Is what I'm saying.
It'd be interesting if they did. Like,
I think it's become this theme that is now going to.
have they paid enough for it? Like Marlon Brando's voiceover. That
Yeah,
was paid,
well,
what was it, like $2 million for a voiceover? And they're
I
like,
look at
we're
it and
getting
go-
everything out of this.
I look at it and go, when you got someone like Hans Zimmer behind it too,
Yeah.
it's like John Williams. It's like you've got that.
Yeah,
See,
yeah.
I was not a fan of John Williams' theme being used. I think in Superman, people go, oh, but it's the Superman theme. And I'm like, no, it's a Superman theme that is used for a specific version of Superman, which is Chris Reeves' version. And then they use it in Returns, but in Returns, Brandon
was a
Routh is
continuation,
playing
yeah.
Chris Reeves. So for me, I get that, but it's also the only version of Superman that we had for that 30-year period. So I am under the feeling, you give me a new Batman, you give me a new Superman, you give me a new whoever. Give me themes that fit with what they're doing. It's the
100%,
same
yeah,
way
yeah.
you don't have Robert Pattinson's Batman using the 89 theme. I don't think that they should
Yeah.
have. Ben Affleck shouldn't have used the 89 theme. Why do we keep defaulting to this theme? Because like people in this, like, I'll tell you why we keep doing it. It's because the people who are in charge are the ones who grew up with Chris Reeves' theme. So it's how they know it. And they're like, this is so iconic because when I was 10, I went to the movies and I believed a man could fly and that's why I saw it.
But the Superman theme sits on the same level as the Star Wars theme. You
Well,
play it
it's
to a general audience,
Yeah,
they know it's Superman.
I do agree, but again, what I'm saying is you've not given anything.
I'm not
else
saying
a
to you, I
chance.
don't think
I'm-
use it in the new movies. I
Yeah,
hate that. But I'm just saying, that theme itself
And what I'm
is
saying
very,
is there's a reason I
like,
dislike
big.
that, and I don't think that they should do the same thing with the Wonder Woman theme, but I think it's become that.
Hmm.
I think the Batman 89 theme, it's like I'm the only time that I personally believe that this is okay is like James Bond. I don't see Superman and James Bond in the
Even
same
they
sort of
still
realm.
create a new theme for every
Yeah,
movie.
well,
like,
they create a new theme and then keep
you've
that
got the
one
addition-
Bond.
Yes, but then we get
and that-
a new song for every
Yeah.
movie. Like,
It's a hard line to walk, but I personally think these characters like shouldn't be defined by a theme from the 70s or the 80s, and
they
should
deserve a
tonally-
new
yeah.
new take, because otherwise it feels like you've got one step still in the past. the whole
Which is
time.
what the issue has been for
Yeah.
me. And I'm like, if you turn around and use the 89 theme, and I mean, look at the horrific Justice League film that came out because Joss Whedon came in and then he's like, bring Danny Elfman back. And Danny Elfman's like, there's only one Batman theme, use the Batman 89 theme for Batman. Affleck. Quickly, throw John Williams' Superman theme in.
Copy,
Just
paste,
nostalgia.
pay me my money.
There you go, millions of dollars, that's all I need. It's like that, it's just so lazy.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
doesn't fit the version of the character. I think the John Williams theme did fit the version of the character that James Gunn did with Superman, but
I still think they changed it
I
a little
wish
bit,
they-
didn't they?
no.
I thought they did like a bit of a variation on it.
Nah, it was
No.
no variation. They did the exact,
I actually don't remember it
the
in the
exact
movie,
theme.
if I'm honest.
But I think
I think Iggy Pop's song is what we all remember from that movie,
yeah, it's
which is
the
James
issue.
Gunn.
Yeah, the issue is I think like it felt exactly right in that movie, but it felt exactly right because I don't think that Superman did anything necessarily fresh or unique. It was just, let's just make a Christopher Reeves film, and because of that, tonally, it fit. But I would have liked them to come up with their own version that made more sense, that was more unique to the character, because that maybe would have spoke to the uniqueness of that version more.
This is part of the problem with James Gunn's universe that I have, is that I think everything's rushed. it all feels like we're turning around and we're going, oh, we're going to make this movie tomorrow, and we're going to make that one on Thursday, and we're going to make this one on Friday.
Which the weird
then
thing
it's
is,
like,
we don't have anything confirmed for After Man of Tomorrow.
No,
It's
I know, but there's like
obviously-
there's a James Gunn confirmed slate of like 40 movies that are like, I think I might do this next.
Yeah,
I
but he
might do
keeps
that.
saying that, and then he turns around and he goes, "Oh yeah,
I didn't say that.
the Authority, which was my #1 film, the first thing that was going to come out, didn't work. Anyway, so moving on.
Yeah, he fully just slips
and
them
that's
under the
fine.
radar.
Like that's fine. I don't really care. And when he came in, we needed a slate. But
I don't think anything has a release date. But
there's nothing.
We're getting brave and bold.
Nothing's been confirmed post Man of Tomorrow, and I think that has to do with the merger and things being up in the air. It's Man of Tomorrow is the last film currently set.
Yeah, with an actual date.
With a
release,
date.
yeah.
So I don't know. We'll see how things go. But anyway, moving on.
I have some more news, but you
Go.
can go first.
No, please.
Oh, I need to remember mine. Well, that's why I said go first.
I don't have any news.
Oh, I thought you had news today. Okay, we'll blow through it. Edge of Tomorrow 2 is in active development.
Cool.
Do you know of Edge of Tomorrow?
The Tom Cruise movie.
Yeah, okay.
With Emily Blunt.
Yes.
Yeah.
Live, Die, Repeat, as it came out on
Yeah, that
Blu-ray.
was weird. I think that was a European title.
It
Live,
was-
Die, Repeat, or
yeah,
maybe a
well,
US title. Edge
It
of
got
Tomorrow elsewhere.
just muddled up. It didn't do well at the box office as well as it should have. Criminally underrated movie. Actually a great movie.
I think I saw it for the first time only like 4 or 5 years ago. Like,
Yeah,
I
right.
watched it.
I saw it at
home.
the cinemas because I saw when it was coming out, I was like, this looks cool. I'm going to go see this. Everyone hates Tom Cruise, apparently. And this was, I feel like this was kind of before the real uptick in Mission Impossible getting like brilliant again.
Yeah.
Because like the first like 3, 4
was it
Mission...
like post The Mummy when everyone's just like, that's not The Mummy?
I don't know if it was post
and,
Mummy.
And Jack Reacher. It's like Tom Cruise comes out, does
I
Jack
reckon it was
Reacher,
around Jack Reacher
The Mummy,
time.
and everyone's like, this ain't it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And people were hating on him. This movie came out and they were like, nah, we're not going to go see that. Great movie.
Yeah, I remember liking
And
it.
it didn't do very well. Came out on Blu-ray. I think it had a bit of a second life on Blu-ray
cool.
and everything. Then it has a pretty cult following behind it. People being like, this film is great. Why the hell is no one loving it?
Yep.
Like Emily Blunt was amazing in it.
Emily Blunt's great.
But yes, been confirmed to be in active development, I believe, at Warner Brothers.
Cool.
Cool stuff. Excited for that. The Oscars can now have an actor nominated for 2 different.
Oh, I did see that. Yeah.
2 different roles in the same
In the
category.
same category.
Which is interesting.
Yeah.
Robert Pattinson, 1, 2, 3. We'll get him in there.
Yeah, Dune, The Odyssey.
Yeah, he'll
The
just be-
drama.
yeah, just Robert Pattinson's taking 5 awards home on.
Excellent. Yeah.
Harry Potter season 2 officially greenlit.
Yes.
this was
Chamber
not
of Secrets.
greenlit.
Yes, it
before.
was not. I thought they were
Yeah.
filming back to back initially.
No, it's filming to start soon.
I think that was the plan when they announced was that they were filming back to back, and we spoke about it. And then like
Yeah.
a couple of days later, it was like no.
Yeah, sorry,
I was like,
wait,
hold
what?
on a moment. Yeah, so I did see that
Yeah.
that they're rolling on with that, which is good. Starts filming
Good to hear.
soon.
It hasn't started yet, has it? I haven't missed that, have I?
Harry Potter.
Yeah.
No, December.
Yeah, I thought so. I know they've got the behind-the-scenes documentary on.
I did wanna
HBO.
watch that,
I haven't
yeah.
watched it yet. Interestingly, my dad watched it, who I never knew liked Harry Potter, but he was like, "Hey, it's great." I was like,
Cool.
"Okay."
There you go.
New Planet of the Apes coming from your favorite director,
Who's directing it?
Matt Shakman.
Oh yeah, I like Matt Shakman. I wouldn't say he's my
Not
favorite director.
favorite director, but
But I do like. I actually.
you were very excited about Fantastic Four because of him.
I like Matt Shakman because I think he I liked Matt Shakman for Fantastic Four because I felt like it was a comedic tone that I knew he knew how to
Yes.
balance, and Marvel has an issue with balancing comedy and not just making Marvel comedy. And Matt Shakman delivered. I felt. Now Matt Shakman is also known for It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, which
Yeah.
is the thing. I did see this morning. I saw it's not a continuation, apparently, of Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, which was left on a cliffhanger. But then I saw somebody earlier saying, well, it depends what you mean by continuation, because technically...
We'll jump ahead 20 years and say
Yeah.
that it's a slight continuation.
Yeah. When Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes came out...
Which I haven't watched yet. That was the one that was
Yeah,
a
I
couple
liked
years
it.
ago.
I liked
Yeah.
it. And the expectation was that they were doing a trilogy of that series, and then they wanted to do
Yeah,
another
right, okay.
trilogy set another 300 years in the future or something, and then that would be at like 9 total films.
That
and
whole
just breaking
franchise has become a chaotic, beautiful mess. And I say that because it should be way messier than it is.
Do you reckon though? Like, I look at it and go, we've got a pretty solid trilogy that sets up.
But like, they had the trouble. I can't remember who directed the first, but then obviously Matt Reeves came in, did 2 and 3.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yep.
First one was great.
Yep.
But then we lost James Franco. We lost that director. We moved on 10 years or something it was.
Yep.
Matt Reeves took over, and then for the next 2 movies was great.
It was solid,
like amazing. Holy crap. Then we had like another actual real life 10-year break before getting Kingdom, which was new director, new entire cast, I believe.
It was set
I don't even think we had any
in the
circus
future
with that one.
It was 300 years in the future, and it was like the apes have now seen Caesar as like a god. Like they're the liberator, that sort of thing.
Yeah, okay. But like that's what I mean. Like it's almost messy, but they've
still
managed to
works.
hold on to it
Yeah,
and make
they've
a
done well.
great series still. So hopefully this one continues that.
Yes.
Yep. But yeah, I need to still see Kingdom. What else do I have? Our last bit was a bit of an Australian news for us. There's a new movie studio opening up in Perth.
Oh.
$200 million, 4 sound stages,
Cool.
90,000 square feet of sound stages and offices and whatnot.
Excellent.
250,000 square feet backlot.
Wow.
Biggest in the Southern Hemisphere, which
That's
is
cool.
really cool. It is Perth, so it's kind of not Australia.
Yeah, it's like that far away. Now, don't be like taking down our viewers from Perth.
Well, the whole 2 of them.
Yeah. I mean, any viewers from Perth.
I know, we
if
love
you're
you,
listening,
Perth.
I've never been.
We'll get there someday.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's talk Mortal Kombat.
Let's do it.
I really enjoyed the first one. The second one, I'm going to go ahead and say I also really enjoyed, but it walked the line of like cheese a bit more.
Yeah.
The first one had some of that, but it was like grounded, whereas I feel like this one, just by the inclusion of Johnny Cage, Karl Urban,
100%, yeah.
they sort of like really hammed up these cheesy moments, and there were moments where I was really like, wow, they're just like leaning into this. I didn't think that was a bad thing at all, but they did very much lean into the cheese.
Yeah, we got a bit of campiness in this.
Yeah.
Have you seen the old Mortal Kombat movies?
Nah.
You should watch them. They're full 90s camp. They're what Johnny Cage is in this. But they're just...
We get a scene with
different.
Johnny Cage, like of one of Johnny Cage's 90s films, and it was
And
just
it's like
a
total
lot of
like
fun.
Van Damme. Like,
Yeah. He's like Steven Seagal is what I thought.
it's so ridiculous. but perfect.
I thought that was great.
As we were watching it, I was like, this feels like I'm watching a 90s movie.
Yeah.
Like, and I know that's the intention, but I actually feel like we've gone back in time and watching these old school movies, which was really cool.
But then there were sequences where that sort of thing played into it as well.
Oh, yeah,
like
definitely.
Some of the stunt work that he was familiar with, he was using in the actual fights. Now, I've seen a couple of people talking about the criticisms of this film, saying that it feels a bit like thin story-wise, and I'm like, yeah, I mean, I would almost argue that in the first film, they didn't really get into the tournament that much. Do you remember what the, like...
I'm struggling to remember all of the first one, but I do... They're not Oscar movies.
No.
Like, plain and simple.
No.
They're not. We're not looking for a brilliant
No.
top to bottom story
What
here.
what we're trying to get is some cool deaths and
All we want is fatalities.
Exactly. In the first film, I don't even think the Mortal Kombat tournament officially sort of happened. I think they were like training for it, and then
something like that.
clans collided or something like that. I'm trying to remember exactly. Whereas in this one, it literally starts and it's like, cool, Mortal Kombat's about to start. Look, Mortal Kombat's here. And it's almost like the first entire film has been setting up so that, you know, they can attend the Mortal Kombat tournament.
Yeah, and I feel like
it jumps straight into it.
The first movie definitely set up a lot of those characters. Like we got Jax and we got Sub-Zero, Scorpion.
Yeah.
What's the main guy's name? Kai Lung?
Kai Lung.
Yeah, it is Kai Lung. Yeah.
Kai
Lung, something like that. But we got sort of set up on characters in the first one.
Yeah.
Like you saw Jax's origin and things like that.
Yeah. We saw that.
Whereas
Sonya
this one,
Blade
you're
and-
just kind of like thrown in and you're like, here's everyone. We're going to introduce Johnny Cage and that's it.
And then the
we're
tournament
going.
started. Well, Katana, Jade.
Katana, yeah, too.
We got a bit of backstory on these characters. Shao Kahn?
Shao Kahn.
Shao Kahn?
Yeah.
And then Liu
Good little
Kang.
Shao Kahn.
Yeah. Now, now I got to look this up because was it Kowloon? Kowloon.
I'm pretty sure that sounds right. There's so many different names in it that sound like that. It's like,
yeah.
I think that one's
Yep,
right.
Yep. Louis Kang was Ludi Lin. Yeah. Louis Kang.
Okay.
What were we saying?
Which one's Louis Kang?
Louis Kang's the fire guy, Ludi Lin. And
who was the main guy from the first one?
Oh, Cole Young. Cole. C-O-L-E.
What they call him?
Cole Young. That's just a normal name. He's not.
Yeah, no, that makes sense now. I remember that from the first one. But during this, I was
that's what had me like throwing, because I thought you were talking about Louis Kang, and I'm like, Cole Young? Yeah. No, Cole Young.
Yeah.
So Cole.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. And then Louis Kang, and so Cole was the original character designed for the first movie.
For the movie.
Now, notably not the lead in this film, and you could tell by the fact that they were like Johnny Cage, Karl Urban. Anyway, he's the face of the franchise, and Cole really got sort of pushed to the side.
It is hard, I think, for them to choose who's going to lead this, because they kind of chose a lot of actors that weren't very big or are not huge household names with the first one, which worked in their favor. They were probably able to sink a lot more budget into the actual movie rather than sinking it on big names. So that then into the second one, they're like, oh, we don't have any like star power really. Even Karl Urban's not a big star power, but
but obviously coming off The Boys,
for this type of movie,
perfect.
He's great. Because his audience is The Boys at the moment. So like you've got that like
Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I wonder whether that's why part of the reason the film got delayed, because it was supposed to come out October last year.
Yeah, right.
The Boys season 5 is currently airing its final season. Billy Butcher is fresh in everyone's minds.
They're just like, we'll just use this to our advantage. Probably.
There was another movie recently, I can't remember, but it was a similar thing where they waited for it was like they waited for the
their
series.
Other thing that they were on or something.
So that they could piggyback off that. And I remember mentioning the same thing.
It's not a bad marketing ploy. Like,
if
you keep people fresh in the mind, and then people are like, oh, I really loved him in The Boys.
Yeah,
hey, he's playing a very similar character in this.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's... He I guess is leading the franchise now.
I would say he's the lead, and I think part of it was like
he is our vessel into the universe.
One of the things with Cole in the first one was that people didn't like Cole.
Yeah, okay.
And he was designed as a character who's like the everyman in this Mortal Kombat. Like he gets sucked in,
but it's not
this crazy characters. This whole heap of crazy characters, and then you've got to sort of pick who to go with. And I think that's part of the reason they sort of were like, okay, well, we can't get rid of Cole. He still needs to be here, but can we bring someone in who is one of the characters you could play as?
And that's the problem as with these franchises. We don't want to be the everyman.
No,
we want to see Scorpion and Sub-Zero fight. We want to see Shao Kahn. We want to see Raiden.
There was a scene in this movie that made me very happy, where it was Karl Urban, Josh Lawson, and Hiroyuki Sanada. So we got Scorpion, Johnny Cage, and Kano, all standing there just talking to each other. And I was just like, oh, this is the peak casting you've got here. It was just so good.
Yeah.
All three of them I love externally from external projects. And just to see all three of them standing there just having a chat, I was like, bravo, you've done this. Very good.
It is, like, and it's a great cast still. Like, you've got a few Aussies and, Aussie neighbours. Karl Urban being New Zealander, Josh Lawson, and I think it's Jessica. Can't
Is
remember her
Sonia?
Yes, I can't remember her surname. Pretty sure it's Jessica someone. But she's Australian as well.
And the three of them were at the red carpet in Sydney at the premiere.
So it's cool to see that sort of representation of like, hey, there's a few Aussies in this. Like, and I'm pretty sure they shoot it over here. I'm pretty sure they shot the first one here at least. I don't know about this one.
Yeah, this one was shot here.
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah.
I mean, that would probably be my only knock on the movie in terms of like visuals and stuff, is that it does feel green screeny at times. Not bad green screen, but I just feel like
there is a lot of like crazy over-the-top worlds, and sometimes
Yeah.
it's like the Sky Temple, and you're seeing like the back, like it feels volumey.
Yes, or
Green screen,
and it does feel video gamey, which
which
we're
you know,
trying
when
to.
you're leaning into that,
Yeah.
it's like
There's a couple of times where the camera was doing something and then it would like settle back to the two shot of them, and I was like, oh, they're going straight for the float.
that side on.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. I do like that we got like a fight. Someone said fight just before that. We had a couple of moments like that. What did you think of the fatalities in this one?
They're pretty cool.
Do you remember any from
no,
the first
I can't.
one? There were some real good ones, including now I want to know what. I'm trying to remember the guy's name with the hat. Because Louis Kang and I like
it's his brother, isn't it?
yeah, who you know why that's escaping me. Kung Lao.
That's
like-
the
it's
one
like
I'm
a-
thinking
yeah.
of, not
Kung Lao
Cao
with the
Lang.
hat, Cole Young,
Yeah.
and Louis Kang. It's like, yeah.
Tongue twister.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we should know, because I didn't play Mortal Kombat that much. I was a Tekken guy, so you know, give me some.
I was a Mortal Kombat guy, but
Yeah,
I don't.
right.
I pretty much played with like two characters. Like,
Yeah.
I chose my character and that was it. So
Yeah.
I was like,
Who was it?
Sub-Zero.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I played like Tekken, and then in this universe, I just played heaps of Injustice.
Yeah.
So Sub-Zero and Scorpion, and Leonardo the Ninja Turtle were all accessible characters, but there wasn't many others. Raiden, I think, was
Yeah.
one I played with a bit. But you've obviously got that, and Kung Lao has a great fatality in the first one where he manages to like throw his hat into the ground and then drive someone through it.
Yeah, I do vaguely
rides,
remember
like
that.
flips, lands on their back and then rides them through it and just cuts them like right in half as it's spinning like a bloody saw. Very cool.
There's like two or three in this one that I thought were really cool.
Yeah.
There was a couple that sort of happened, and I was like, we could have amped that
Yeah,
up.
I
a
mean,
bit.
I
Like,
thought Sonya Blade had a really good one.
which one was that?
Her first fight in the Spike Temple.
Yes, yeah, that was pretty cool.
That was
yeah.
a good one. Fast, you just sort of just see that stuff. We had Katana had a good one, and Louis Kang had a
Louis
good one.
Kang's one was pretty cool.
That was pretty
I think
awesome.
we both went, oh!
Yeah. But there wasn't like that many. I think there was probably more in the first one. Kano, as always, stand out. Just Aussie as. The line that stood out for me was, well, don't roll it on the ground, you grub.
About his eye.
About his eyeball. Just great.
Yeah, you can tell Josh Lawson's just having the time of his life, and they're just like, just stand in the back and make dirty Australian slang.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
we'll just keep it in, because that's exactly what he's doing. And
It's like, nobody wrote that line.
yeah,
Nobody
it just
wrote
sounds
any of
like
these
they've let him
lines.
go
It's
free, and he's just like rambling in the background.
Kano says something Australian is what is in the script.
That's it. Oh no.
Don't roll it on the ground, you grub. Great. I just thought the whole thing worked well, and I think when you do have like Kano and Johnny Cage, like Karl Urban and Josh Lawson playing off each other, works really well for it. Obviously, there's like a lot more like uptight characters who are taking it way more seriously than those two do. So when you have the other
Yes, you've got that
side
sort
of things,
play back and forth between
it does
them. Yeah.
play well.
Yeah.
But ultimately I thought it was good. They clearly set up for a third one. I like what they're setting up for the third one. I thought that should be fun.
Yeah.
I also like that death means nothing, because you've got this like essentially the games where like people are getting cut in half or their heads are getting chopped off or whatever it is, and then like the next round you can just play as them again.
Yeah.
So they sort of just go,
We're kind of doing the same thing, but in movie world.
bring them back, and now they can die in another new and fantastic way.
Essentially, the next movie is we have gone back to the main menu and we've pressed new game.
Exactly. And versus mode, and everyone's available again.
Yeah.
No, exactly. I think that's cool.
I think they're having a lot of fun with it, which is good.
Yeah. I hope we don't have to wait 5 years again.
Yeah, that's true. Hopefully this does well. I think it's looking to do well. We've got a bit of a fighter year because we've got Street Fighter on the way.
It's tracking well. We do have Street Fighter on the way, and Street Fighter looks fun as well. It looks different though. It looks very different. It doesn't feel like these are going to hit. Like it feels like these will hit the same markets, but not for the same reasons.
Yeah,
you know what
I feel like Street Fighter to me looks like they're going more on the comedy side of like, we know
more
this
90s,
is ridiculous.
90s comedy we're going to really lean into. And we got a bit of that here, but it's still probably, I think the thing is like Mortal Kombat, you get your fatalities, your that sort of stuff is what they do.
You've got to balance the like comedy elements, but like, hey, we're going to do
like
these super brutal things.
Horror, gore.
Yeah.
Like that type thing, whereas like I think Street Fighter looks just straight fun.
Yeah, and I think they're just going to knock each other out, and then the next scene they'll show up with a black eye or something like that.
Yeah, so that looks cool. And now I just need to see them do Tekken correctly, and I'll be happy. And then I will say, unapologetically, big fan of what they did with Tekken in.
Never saw it.
It's a 2010.
What was the other movie we got? There was another fighter movie, and it had like Holly Valance in it. You know, from Neighbours.
Yeah. I know Holly
Was
Valance.
it Dead or Alive? Is that what it's called?
Yeah, there's a Dead or Alive.
And it was
film.
just like girls in bikinis fighting on the beach. That was the whole movie.
That's it.
It was Dead or Alive?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's correct.
It was like peak 2000s of like, we're going to put girls in bikinis on the beach and we're going to make them fight.
Well, that's basically what any of these games were anyway.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure Dead or Alive was that as a game as well.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
But so give me Street Fighter, give me Tekken, and we're golden. But yeah, we'll call it there. What do you reckon?
Pretty good, yeah.
Next week, we've got the Street Fighter out at the moment. Not Street Fighter, we've got the Sheep Detectives out this week as well.
Very different
Billie
movie.
Eilish 3D with James Cameron, which looks really interesting. It's just a Billie Eilish concert that James Cameron directed.
Concert movies seem to be on the up.
Yeah,
People
big time.
yeah.
People are, particularly, you get the right people. Like Taylor Swift has done it 2 years in a row and almost saved cinema, like Tom Cruise. Like it's just like she just drops them in October when nothing's coming out.
Yeah.
And people swarm
goes
to the
nuts.
cinemas. Yeah. So that's good. And then, I just think
We've got a good lineup of movies coming this year.
we do,
Especially this like blockbuster
well,
season.
we got like Mandalorian and Grogu's 2 weeks away. We've got a midnight screening for that. So get ready because.
Are we doing the midnight screening, are we?
Oh, I'll be at the midnight screening. I don't know about you, but I've got tickets. So yes, absolutely, we're doing the midnight screening. And then Mandalorian and Grogu, and then it rolls into June where we got Masters of the Universe, we got
so much
Supergirl, we
fun.
got Toy Story, we got what else do we have? Like Minions and Monsters.
There's a lot
We
coming
have
out.
Disclosure Day. We have.
There's a lot of big things coming out too.
Big time.
You can tell that. I'm pretty sure that I saw something recently saying that like, with the whole writers' strike and that, we're now getting the movies that came after that, and they're like, you can tell because we're just getting like
good movie,
massive movies,
and that's why it was like
good movies.
why it's been so tough for cinema. It's been like COVID, and then the writers' strike happened, and it was like just as things were getting back to where the writers' strike happened, and it sort of kicked the can down another 2 years. So it was like it's been now 6 years, and we're still not at a post-COVID level or pre-COVID levels. But it's getting there. It's looking good. Things like Project Hail Mary being a massive success, fantastic. So it's very nice to see.
You've got the Odyssey on the way.
The Odyssey's on the way.
Which we spoke a little bit, I don't know if we spoke a little bit on this, about the trailer. Just came out, looks great. Very exciting.
Absolutely.
There's another trailer that came out this week, I don't know if you saw Evil Dead Burn.
Yes. Yeah.
Very keen for that.
Did you see Evil Dead Rise?
Yes. Yeah. My partner will not be keen for that. She hates them.
Fair enough.
She still watches them. She hates them.
Cool. So you're bringing her along?
Possibly.
See
if I can get her to the cinema to watch it.
That's right.
Usually it's like all the lights on at home.
Yeah.
And then if the kids wake up in the night, I have to come down and get them.
Well, I actually just, while we're talking horrors, before we go, I just finished playing Silent Hill 2.
Yep.
Which is, known as one of the best horror games of all time, all that. Thought it was really good. It's sort of one of these games where there's like 8 different endings, 4 of them are sort of real, and then 4 of them are things like you get abducted by aliens, and just like you're like, okay, but it's based on choices that you
Yes,
make, and the other 4 you can only sort of get playing it through a second time. But we had in cinema a couple of months ago Return to Silent Hill, which was a reboot. It was like we've had Silent Hill films before. This was a direct make of this game, so I've now finished it. Now I'm like waiting because we only had it for 4 sessions. It was like a 9:30 sessions for 4 nights was all the studio gave it to us for. But so keen to check Return to Silent Hill out.
And then speaking of horror games, we also got a trailer for Resident Evil from Zach Kreger,
We did.
which looks great.
It does. I think a lot of the criticism on that has been that it doesn't look like Resident Evil, and it looks like he's just slapped the Resident Evil name on a horror.
Oh, really?
On a horror story he had already had, because he's like, it's a side character. It's got nothing to do with it. It just happens during the second game, and he sort of said, "Yeah, why would I remake something that's already perfect?" Which I also agree, but I think there will be elements that cross over where, like, if you're someone who's played the games, like I saw a comment saying, this is the guy who took the valve from some room, like, before you got there in the game, and that's why it's missing. So, like, whether or not that's true, but it'll be something where it's just like, if you're a game watcher and you see the main character go and like grab this thing, you're like, hey, I needed that. That's where that went.
Yeah.
You know, that sort of thing, which, you know, we'll see how it goes, but fun.
I never played. I played number 3 for like a little bit, and they just weren't really my games. I quite enjoyed the Mila Jovovich movies.
Yeah, okay.
They were just dumb fun.
Yeah.
But Zach Kreger doing another horror.
I'm on board. Yeah.
I don't care if it's Resident Evil or if he changes the name of it in 2
Yeah,
weeks'
I mean,
time.
I'm keen. If it
looks
fits
good
within the franchise at all, as a Resident Evil fan, I'm happy. So
Yeah.
cool. All right, well, we'll call it there, and back next week. Don't remember what we've got next week, but it's not the Mandalorian and
find
Grogu
out.
for 2 weeks. But yeah, we will find out. But until next time, remember, when you come to the movies, there are no bad seats. We'll see you soon.